Blind people are being hunted onto a suspension bridge. They used wooden sticks to feel their way forward. One after another, they began crossing the bridge. One of them slipped and fell into the valley below, letting out a scream as he fell. Soon after, enemy cavalry arrived at the bridge, bringing dogs to sniff for signs of passage. By then, some villagers had already reached the other side safely. But the blind king was at the back. He was the leader and had to make sure everyone escaped safely. The hunting dogs quickly reached the bridge, barking wildly. The blind king gripped his large sword and guarded the entrance. A few minutes later, the enemy leader also arrived. A deadly duel between the blind was about to begin. Suddenly, the baby suddenly cried. Hearing the cry, the enemy leader immediately gave an order to send someone to test the bridge first. This man had once betrayed the secret of the blind queen's pregnancy for a bounty, which led to the enemy attacking the village. At this moment, the blind king had just reached the other side. He sensed someone still on the bridge, so he cut one of the ropes. The traitor in the middle screamed in fear.
Wait! Who's there? It's me, Gadabat!
The blind king didn't know he was the traitor. He recognized the voice of his fellow villager, lowered his guard, and pulled him up. Then he cut the other rope. The bridge crashed into the abyss below. The enemy's pursuit was forced to stop. Their leader could only release a carrier pigeon, reporting to the queen that the baby had been found. Meanwhile, a healer from the village revealed a secret. The person who built this life-saving rope bridge was a man known as the spirit wizard Gilamari, also the one who had impregnated the blind queen. Seizing the moment, the blind queen told the villagers that Gilamai once said to her, "Long ago, humans had sight. Back then, seeing wasn't a curse, but a common ability. Clothes, weapons, food, none of these were gifts from heaven, but left behind by ancestors." She hoped they would understand that having sight should not be feared, but she had her own hidden motive too. She didn't know if her newborn child had inherited that same ability. The villagers fell silent, no one spoke, but that didn't mean they accepted the idea. What they needed to do next was to follow the clues left by Gilamare and find the next place where they could settle. More than a month later, they finally reached their destination. There, the first batch of supplies had already been prepared, enough for them to start rebuilding their home. At that moment, a golden eagle flew across the sky. One of the babies instinctively looked up, looking at the world for the very first time.